So if LA couldn't get any creepier with all the problems of crime and homeless, I ran into this billboard on this lot. So this is a vacant lot for construction, and it says, "Live life deeper, 144 stories underground. You may never go outside again." It's so creepy. I'm wanting to know if this is real with this construction site right here, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills adjacent, a controlled access community, 24/7 security, residents only amenities, a new standard of sustainable living, but it's all underground. Live life deeper. The world's first and only completely subterranean residences. Terrifying. I feel like it's a horror movie. It's so creepy.
Alright,
So if LA couldn't get any
all
creepier with
praises,
all the
honors and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakwadash, double honors to the
problems of crime
apostles
and homeless.
and elders of Great Millstone that told me this truth, that rule well, Shalom, to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Kodash Paya, and this was a short clip of a lady over, I believe, in LA recording the billboards of these little eco-friendly type cities that they're building. And we're not, as the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand what's going on with them destroying the major cities and coming up with these climate friendly, end quote, 15 minutes cities and their whole sustainable development plan. And it's all to from more of a control. And you have these celebrities, endorsing these $10,000, $20,000 bunkers with all you can eat, with chefs, with theaters, with pools and all that. That's not going to save you from the day of the Lord. Alright? That's not going to be your refuge. That's not going to be a shelter to where you run and is safe, when the day of the Lord comes. And it's at hand, because it's going to be in the midst of World War III, right? Which is why they're having these bunkers. But you also got missiles called bunker busters. But these elites, they know this. But this is why they flee overseas, And hey, man, this is why you see more and more people looting, and because it's strategic, because they've been plotting this, right? So, real quick, there's a book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. And, the righteous run into it, which is the elect, that cries unto the name of the Lord. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, meaning He is, Bahashim means in the name of Yahweh Shai, His only begotten Son. He is the deliverer, because that's what He's coming back to do, man. Through the spirit of power of Yahweh, through His Father. Right? And for vengeance, unto the 2/3, unto, and to bring judgment upon Babylon the Great, which is the U.S. So when we call upon that name, that's our protection, and the Lord will always and has always guided His men to safety, whether it's miraculously, whether it's, however, you read about the forefathers, how the Lord preserved them. Alright, so now let's get real quick in the book of Amos, the 9th chapter. Right? Now let's start at the top, right? Amos, the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 1. And I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and He said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Going into bunkers, going into even Isaiah 31, woe to them that go to Egypt for help. Right? These elites, going to them for help. Seeking them for refuge, for shelter. It says, and the Lord, it says, though they dig into hell, which is what? The graves, the ground. See? The pits. Then shall my hand take them. So, there's no running from your judgment. It says, though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. See, so, this is why they're coming up with doomsday planes where it can fly. I forget for how long. They trying to come up with these space forces, and which is not going to work. They can't even pass the Van Allen belt, which the radiation which protects the earth. But they're trying, but they're not going to accomplish. Because what? It says, though they climb up to heaven, which is, the skies, thence will I bring them down. And the Lord is bringing this place down. Physically, spiritually. This place is going down, crumbling from the inside out. So with their devices, they're not going to be able to establish what their hearts desire. Right? Just like even with a quick example of Haman. He built a device for the death of, I believe, Mordecai and Esther, and the persecution of Israel. So we fasted 3 days, and through the Spirit of the Lord, he preserved our people. He preserved Mordecai and Esther. And Haman, the one that built the device for them to die, it was for him and his family. So these little cities, these little sustainable development plans, these little 2030 agendas, they're not going to fully be established, if you will, like it tells you in the book of Job, the 20th chapter. As he is eating, the Lord shall rain it upon him, roughly paraphrasing, as they are in the midst of them setting up for what the hour of temptation, this is all boiling down to, right? This is why they're setting up different type of stores and technologies for the stores to be read, right, by this new digital currency. Soon they're going to want inside the bodies of people rather than using cards and phones and things that's tangible you could lose. So with these different cities and these different stores they building up with the AI tech, that's what it's going to require to buy and sell, as it tells you in Revelation 3 and 10. So this is the hour we're approaching, which is the hour of temptation, to tempt you to see where you're going to go, because the scriptures say, matter of fact, that's in 2nd Esdras. Right, if I'm not mistaken, Salakia. Oh my gosh. Right? It tells you in 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse number 40. It reads, it says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready." Matter of fact, let's get straight to the point. "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle," which is what? We're approaching Jacob's trouble, man. That's why we're blowing the trumpet to what? Get the people ready for the battle. As it tells you in Ezekiel, the 7th chapter, around about the 14th verse, says, "Hear my word, make you ready to thy battle spiritually, right? So you could mentally prepare for what's coming to so that way you could pray and that the Lord bless you with the faith to endure. You know, that's how you're gonna get ready and to seek the Lord while he may be found. You know, call upon him while he's near. It says, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. See, so people about to lose a lot of homes, a lot of closures. You know, people are not going to be able to afford rent, all right, mortgage. You know, people's banks are going to close. So these things are happening, right? They're already happening. And it's only going to get worse. You know, not to mention unemployment is about to skyrocket. So that's why even with these fires, quote so called, that's why with certain areas they're pushing people more in um city like areas, which is nothing but what? Snares, traps, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to bring that out. Um then it's heavy because she said it's 144 floors. But yeah, so there's no escaping judgment, man. You know, expect to see more of the things I just mentioned and for the reasons, you know, because everything is filtered to the prophecy. So with that, I hope this was edifying. Watch and pray. Until next time, shalom.